date.
He has taught subjects related to financial markets and wealth management at reputable business schools as a visiting professor.
Sir received a letter of appreciation from Christ University for being the best visiting faculty for the academic year 2016 to 2017.
Among various financial services, Sir has been retained as a resource person by reputed asset management companies like HDFC and mutual funds, for which he conducts numerous training programs.
Sir has conducted various investor engagement sessions, financial market programs, and workshops on advisory skills. So far, he has led more than 500 sessions.
We now request Dr. Balaji Rao to address the students and impart invaluable insights in finance and investment.
So good morning to all of you. Good to meet some young people. So my son is a product of Jain, VVP campus. Good, no? His father is here today. Thankful to the management of Jain College, particularly Natraj sir, whom I know for the last 15 years. My son is doing well today, he's in Canada. ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಓದೋದೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತೇನಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫಾದರ್ ಹಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಕುಮಾರ್, who even my son even today respects his involvement in his growth as a student and also as a normal human being. So whatever it is, that kind of a foundation you get, that's what I think defines us as we grow up in life at Ankoltin Nanu. The two places we grow, one is at home, one is in the education institutions that we actually come through our life. So you're all, I think, about 17, 18 years old, or maybe even a year lesser than that. There is a Mahaguru, Swamiji of stock market. Who is that? I'm glad you first took Rakesh Junjunwala. Correct, that also is correct, no doubt about it. Of course, Warren Buffett is called the Swamiji, Guru of stock market. So he said that I started to invest in stock markets when I was 11-year-old. I was already late. What a statement to make, no? Because it's a myth attached to investments that you should start investing only when you are old. There's nothing like that. You can start investing at any age. All you need is little bit of outside the classroom learning that or focus that we have to just get to acquire knowledge. And also when you talk about stock market, we talk about what do you think? The moment I say stock market at Takshana, what comes to your mind? Shares or then equity, then what else comes to your mind? Trade, okay?
Indexes, equity,
BSc, NSC, at the back. High risk. Yeah, I was wondering why nobody talked about high risk. Anybody else? High returns, okay? Gambling, good. Dividends? High volatility? What's happening in the world? Financial, education, then? Long-term growth, fantastic. That is the only right answer of all the answers I got. See, he said gambling, some of said high risk, high volatility. Nobody talked about wealth creation, no? Yak matadalla now? And somebody said trade, nobody said investing. Let's just say, no, yad bhavam tad bhavati. What is that? What does it mean? What you see is what you get, you know. If you see stock market as a place of gambling, if you see stock market as a place of speculation, trading, or if you see this place as an opportunity to invest, you know what is the joke? I started my journey in stock markets in 1993. I started to work for a stockbroker. That was what my first arangetram into stock market. I was working for a stockbroker in 1993, where I used to go to the stock exchange and buy and sell shares. Today you have NSE, BSE, you can online, mobile, Zerodha, faceless trading, all those things are there, no? I did not have that luxury. I had to go to the stock exchange and do what? I used to do like this, just like a vegetable vendor who comes to your house, I have done like that, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I used to do like that. Because there was no technology. There was no online. I had to go to, where was stock exchange? Cunningham Road, off Cunningham Road, 4th floor. I used to go buy and sell shares. From then, 30 years later, there is only 2 stock exchanges in the country. Only 2 stock exchanges in the country. There is no other stock exchange at all. And even NSE also was not there when I started. So people, from then onwards, you know, when I started my journey in stock market 1993, the index was 3,500. The Sensex index was 3,500. Today it is 62,000. Can you believe it? Gold in 1993 was 118 rupees. Today it is 5,000 rupees. Now tell me which is the better asset class? And you say it is highly volatile. You say it is highly risky. You said trading opportunity. Why didn't you put money at 3,500 rupees? Then it takes 62,000 rupees today, no? Today, no? Your annual return would have 15% per annum. Do you know what is 15% per annum? You'll go crazy with the calculation. Okay, so people, yes, this financial literacy, I wish I had this opportunity to get a financial literacy when I was your age. All the things I've done is learn on the field. Do trial and error. The only newspaper we used to have those days was Economic Times. Only one business newspaper. It used to be yellow in color. I used to call paper jaundice anta. Because it was looking yellow color. Of all the newspapers, this was looking yellow color. Economic Times. Then we had only one TV channel, Doordarshan. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Okay, no CNBC, no NDTV, nothing. And we had to do our own research. Today you have so much of access to research. Still we are not become good investors. Infosys, 1993, the year I came to this market, came out with an IPO, initial public offer. They sold shares to public. You know, what was the joke of Infosys? The issue was undersubscribed. You know what undersubscription means? Like a movie not becoming hit. The Infosys was about to be devolved. Devolved means, Agala Buduguru, I don't think people will be interested to invest in my company. So let me cancel the issue. Imagine Infosys cancelled their issue. My God, unbelievable. But Morgan Stanley was brought in by the merchant banker who was Enam Consultants. They invested 86 crore rupees, the difference amount of 91% minus 100%. That the shortage was under, No, Infosys was underwritten by the underwriters through Morgan Stanley. Issue got fully subscribed. They sold shares at 95 rupees per share in 1993 with an investment value of 9,500 rupees. Today, the same 100 shares, had you just done Hero Honda, fill it, shut it, forget it. That's the advertisement in Hero Honda, no? Fill it, shut it, forget. What is fill it, shut it? Just buy and forget it. Today, you would be owning 1,02,400 shares. 8 bonuses, 1 stock split. Yeah, literally it has given birth to 1,02,400 shares. It has given birth to in the last 29 years. You multiply by today's price of Infosys, it is worth 19 crore rupees. At an annual return of 40%. And you say stock market is gambling? Stock market is speculating, high risk. You people think like that because we people don't know what is research. We people don't know what is to grow along with a company. We people don't know how to identify such companies. I keep joking, the best way to make money in stock market is somebody should buy the stock and should get into Alzheimer's disease. Yeah, Marvin Kaila banbidbeku namge. Imagine somebody bought in 1993 100 shares through IPO and he got into coma. Coma 30 years he didn't wake up. Suddenly this year he woke up. Hey, illidin nanu? Oh, Nana Buntu Mundavika. So episode. Oh, all well? All well. Suddenly he remembers. Oh, Infosys had invested. Tell me, still there? It is still there. What has happened? It has become 19 crores. Again, he will go to coma. Because somebody put 9,500 rupees and it has become 19 crores. He is worth going back to coma actually. Now today, I'm sure some of you sitting here may have dabbled with stocks. See, what do we do? The moment you buy a stock, you keep looking at the price. Every 10 minutes, money comes. They keep checking the prices. As if some miracle will happen in 5 minutes, 10 minutes or one day. Because we all think that stock market is a get rich quick place. So please people, please don't these kind of thoughts in your mind. The stock market is a place of get rich quick. It is a place to get rich, that's all. It is not a place to get rich quick. You are in a hurry to become rich in the shortest possible time. But no. Because we need to understand that every asset class, has got its own capabilities. It has got its own characteristics. And we have to respect that. No asset class is bad actually. All asset classes has its own uniqueness and the purpose of creating the asset classes are very, very different. We have not understood it properly, that's all. Okay? See, what is awareness that we would like to get about financial literacy is what? See, end of the day, what are we scared of? You may not be scared of something because you are still young, you are still living under the umbrella of your parents who are taking care of you. Sooner, maybe 3 to 5 years from today, you will be on your own. Then a few things will start hitting you with reality. I'm sure some of the respect faculty sitting here, they'll appreciate what I'm trying to say. What is that? All of us earn, all of us spend, all of us save, all of us invest. Correct? Now, what did Warren Buffett say? Warren Buffett says, just have a look at this. and understand what exactly he means by this. He says, do not say what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. This all maybe looks very frivolous. What is the big deal about this saving first? My friend, trust me, I am doing this since 2004. I was able to kick my job, a well-paying job in 2010, because I had this luxury of saving first and then spending later. It's a luxury at 44 years if you're able to resign from a high-paying job. I was getting 2 lakh rupees salary in 2010 when I quit. Per month, I was a vice president, zonal head. I served 3 months notice period. My company was not willing to leave me. But still I said, it's okay, I want to be on my own. Enough for 23 years of corporate work. Enough of going on time. Okay, telling somebody I'm not able to come. Usharilla ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲೇನ್ರಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಇದು 10 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು quit. And I'm being on my own. In between, I was also at Jain College in different capacities. I was also the dean at 9 block. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು. Again, money is at one point doesn't make any big difference. So I'm saying, why I'm saying this, that discipline of saving first, or rather investing first, and then spending, no. That is something, there's nothing. See, I didn't do that because I read Warren Buffett. ಅದನ್ನು ಅವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. 2004, I didn't know that. Warren Buffett has said like this, save first and spend later. It was common sense for me. I'm proud to say that I did not even take a single rupee loan for my son's MBA education. Entire thing I funded from my own savings. I didn't, I just I did SIP for 2,000 rupees. For 11 years, I got 6.62 lakh rupees. By the time he was doing his MBA, I was able to pay my fees. His best friend, Varun Kumar, his father took a 5 lakh rupees loan from the bank. My son was asking, why Varun's father took loan, why you didn't take loan? I said, I invested for 11 years for you before you went into MBA. Just 2,000 rupees per month, that's all for 11 years. Helped me to get 6.62. What else do you want? I find myself to be the most successful investor actually. So, this ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗಾದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೆನಿ people may not know Kannada, but still, this is something ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ. ಗಿಡವಾಗಿ ಬಗ್ಗದ್ದು ಮರವಾಗಿ ಬಗ್ಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. What you could not change when it was a plant, can you change it when it becomes a tree? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಗಿಡಕ್ಕೆ ದಬ್ಬೆ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೋಲ್ ಕಪ್ಪಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ you are all that plants. I am seeing you as plants today. You should imbibe this before you start earning. Spending, you have 10 apps on your mobile to spend. To invest, how many apps do you have? That's the logic. You have Amazon, you have Flipkart, you have Ajio, Tata Click, ಏನೇನು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ you hardly have one or not even one. So there is a lot of things that will make us to spend. It lures you actually. But how you understand investing? Because in fact there is a new concept that I started in North India. Not a friend of mine, a person whom I know briefly, I can say. He has started a new campaign called as Be a Rupee Millionaire by 25 anta. Be a Rupee Millionaire by 25. That means by the time you become 25, can you have 10 lakh rupees in your bank account? When do you start investing? 18th year. From the time you become major, from age point of view, till 25th year, can you invest and achieve a corpus of a million, rupee million? ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 25 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದೆ when you're 25? Sounds good, no? Your money 10 lakh rupees in your bank account when you're 25 years. Something, so I'm telling these are open today that can be explored, people. Not a rocket science anymore today. Okay, so what has happened is, in terms of what your parents are going through today, is what they are going through this. See, if your parents are 40 years today, 50 years today, for example, if the cost, and people who are already having a family, if you are spending 30,000 rupees today in a city like Bangalore, not accounting for not accounting for rent, not accounting for EMIs, not accounting for fees of children. Let's say a 60-year-old couple to lead a life in Bangalore without rent, EMI, and children expense, 30,000. Of course, so who is 30, 35, 40 years today? When they become 60 years, 20 years from today, the same 30,000 rupees they would need 80,000 rupees. Why? Because of this demon called as inflation. Just 5%. That too, this is only food inflation. No other inflation has been accounted. Just food inflation. Day to day household expenses that we do, we are talking about that. Now the question comes, how do you get this 80,000 rupees? See, our life can be split into 3 parts. The first 25 years, we don't work, we don't earn. Correct? Are you earning today? No, you're not earning today. The first 25 years until you finish your post-graduation and get a job, which will happen around 24th year, you start thinking of, yes, I've got a job. Correct? From there till about 50-55 years, you are going to earn. Work and earn. But from there, another 25 years if you live, again you are not going to earn. That means between 75-80 years of your life, only in between 1/3 of your life only you have earned. But baki 2/3 of your life, you have earned zero money, but still need money. That is the truth of money that you have to understand. That to take care of your next 25 years of your life, in between taking care of your commitments in the time that you are going to earn. Yakandra, the moment we are working and earning, we get married, we have children, their expenses, blah, blah, blah starts. So you have only 25-30 years maximum to be able to earn and to take care of 2 sets of your expenses. Today, living longer is not a luxury anymore. Yeah, the technology of medicine is advanced so much. They don't let us die also. Looking at the bill, we have to die yesterday. And for that you need money again. So you need to be extremely careful and mindful that when are you going to start investing? Where are you going to invest? That also is a question that we have to answer. In fact, the world, I keep getting surprised that you have moved from eating idli, vada, uppittu, kesari bath to eating pizza and burger, pasta and posta. Something you eat no ula ula tara noodles, yeah. Pizza I have not eaten pizza last 11 years. Nino Ponchan anta kelbede. I have not drank Pepsi or Coca-Cola in the last 9 years. Not even had one sip also. 9 years in that. And the punja dina kuditidda adana tariyalla. But somehow we used to go because I don't like this kind of food to enter my body. I'm very clear. These things, what we are eating, Indian, very good food we ate. But today we have changed our eating habits. But our investing habits have remained to be 18th century. Ade fixed deposit, ade recurring deposit, ade gold, ade property. Okay. So what has government done? Government is aware that we have these many goals to meet in life. Okay, so what is that? We need to have a house, we need to get higher education, we are going to get old, we are going to travel, we are going to need a car, we are going to take care of our family. There's so many goals. Our life is full of goals. There's nothing other than that. And all goals needs, right? Now what did government do? Government gave us these opportunities. You select. You're like, I want to go to Mumbai. How can you go to Mumbai? You can go to Mumbai by walk. Yeah, you can actually. You don't want to go beside the point. You can walk. You can go by cycle. You can go by two-wheeler, go by auto rickshaw, go by car, go by bus, go by truck, go by train, go by aeroplane. See, there are 9 except you can't vanish. Mr. India tara, adon madaka. So you have 9 opportunities to reach destination. Like that, investing also, the economic system of this country has given us these many opportunities. From these opportunities, what looks simple for you? What does look simple for you? Gold looks simple for you? Mutual fund simple, not bad. Gold is easy for you, correct? Bonds are easy for you. Deposit easy for you. This is easy for you. ಇದು ಎರಡು ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಕಬಾಬ್ ಮೇ ಹಡ್ಡಿ? Why these are easy? Because over a period of time, I'm talking about hundreds of years of time, we are investing in deposits, investing in post office. What is the characteristic of a deposit or a post office? They'll give you a printed receipt in your hand which says the date of investment, date of maturity, amount invested, the amount you get. At what rate it grows is already printed and given to us. So there is no suspense. Even if your money grows, your 10,000 rupees becomes 10,001 rupee, you don't mind. But if it becomes 9,999 rupees, we can't accept it. Correct? Now, why it is complicated? These two are complicated because the question comes. Same thing you will ask. You go to a bank today and deposit your money. You will ask what rate of return I will get. Keltira kelalva. You ask what rate of return you get is what you ask them. They will say 5%, 5.5%. Yes. You go to post office, you want to invest, again the same question comes. Same answer also, 6%, 6.4, 6. Oh, fantastic. Now, this habit of getting a predefined returns have resonated continuously in our DNA for centuries. Now, the moment I come and talk about stock market, I tell madam, why don't you buy a stock? Next question, what madam will ask? She will not even ask which stock. Madam will say, how much return it will give me? How much my money will become? I have no answer for it. Madam, I don't know. Madam, I don't know. Madam, if you don't know, then why you want me to invest? But FD, RD, I know what I get. So in stock market or mutual funds, there is no answer for the question that anyone asks. What return you get? I have no answer for it. How much my money will grow? I have no idea. How long I have to stay invested? I have no idea. Is the return guaranteed? That also I have no idea. Then why would you invest? Idli na sari guru nange. Idli is here, bank deposit. Vada is here, gold. Masala dosa is here, property. Sakra ildara coffee is here, insurance. Yeah, correct. Sugarless coffee is insurance only actually. There's nothing in it. Chumma we have been buying. Seriously, if you don't buy life insurance today, that means you are doing a big crime. Insurance hakilva neenu. People have been doing this horrendous mistakes for 60 years, people. Actually, no one should have bought ever in their life endowment plan. No one should have bought money back plan. No one should have bought whole life plan, but you are buying it. They are all not meant to create wealth. They are not even able to beat inflation also, forget about it. When you look at return that they can generate. They are all like coffee is there but no sugar. Chata. Coffee kuda chata ashte adu. Insurance. Again, we have to grow people. We have to change our perspectives. We have to change the way we are understanding asset classes and the purpose of these investments. Insurance is there to protect against unforeseen events, period. Nothing else beyond that. That's what you need to update yourself into as you progress. Now, one question I want to ask you. There is one asset class that you see here, which is gold. I want to ask you all a question. Is gold an investment or not? Don't give me a reactive answer, give me a responsive answer. Because I'm asking this question, you should know that I'm asking a very intriguing question. I'll repeat the question again. Is gold an investment or not?
It depends on the form.
There's only 1 mark or 1 mark answer.
Sir,
Don't give me 5 mark answer.
actually no, because we do not sell gold. We have attachment to gold. So a lot of people do not sell gold, and that's why we cannot call it an investment.
Very good. Maturity. You will also go to Toronto, don't worry. Yes, gold was never an investment actually. Why? Gold is not an investment. Why am I claiming that gold is not an investment? Though all of you may say, yes, gold is an investment. Why?
Because the people who buy it, they buy it for ornament.
Not by bought. Looking good. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದಪ್ಪ. Correct. See, what is investment? Investment means you have to sell that at one point in time. Allah. What is investment? You need to get the gain as a profit. That's what investment is all about. In Indian context, do we sell gold? See, currently the gold price is approximately 5,000 rupees per gram. Approximately. This was an example. Okay. Let me ask learned people here. ಭೇದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ದ ನೋಡು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ. Now gold becomes, let's say in the future, I don't know when, become 10,000 rupees per gram if gold becomes per gram. Are we buyers or are we sellers? Are we buyers, sellers? We are buyers only, no? 15,000 it becomes per gram. Then what are we? Buyers or sellers? We are still buyers only. If you were to be a seller, you bought gold 1,000 rupees sometime back. No, sell now 5,000. Have you sold? No. That means gold, as and when the gold price rises, we still are buyers. So there is no concept in India, at least in India. I don't know about other countries. We are, like said, we are all emotionally attached to this asset class, for which there is only a storage value, that's all. I have 100 grams of gold with me, for example. My wife likes 3 things in life. Okay, 3 things. First is gold. Second is silver. Guess what is the third one?
Your son.
Huh? Appo. You think it is me? Wrong. Tupperware. My wife likes gold, silver, Tupperware. I am not in that picture. My son was not in that picture. Once I went to Thailand. Okay, nano Brahmanavare. I don't even eat cakes that has got egg also. Okay, my wife had made agalkai gojju karelaki ಮಾಡಿ ಡಬ್ಬಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ಲು ಪಾಪ. So 4 days she had put that goju in a Tupperware dabbi. Okay, 4 days superb it went on, because this thing, because you made tamarind, no, it stays for a longer time. So 4th day I was in Bangkok, had my chapati with that karelaki side dish, and I kept that dabba on the table I was eating and went to wash my hands and come. By the time I could come back, Tupperware was not there. Dabba was not there. Then I went and asked that fellow who was cleaning. He said, "No sir, I threw it into the dustbin. I thought nothing was there." I got a shock. What will I tell my? I can't put my hand there. Yeah, come on. Full kachra aitadu olgade. After I went back home, after 8 days of not being there, first thing she asked me, Tupperware tandra wapas. This joke doesn't stop here. We went to Bangkok. This happened in 2014, I think. We went to Bangkok. I took her to Phuket and Bangkok on a holiday in 2018 July. I went to the same place. Illa na kalkondiddu. She became Kalpana. Charapanjara. Illa kalkondiddu. Illa na kalkondiddu. She asked me, "Did you lose that thing here only?" She thought she will find it after 5 years in the same place. So we are so attached to so many things in life, you know. So gold has never been an investment, actually. Yes, madam. I was about to come to that. See, the idea of pledging gold is more of Three Idiots. Is that Amir Khan? All is well, all is well, all is well. Three Idiots, thane adu? Yeah. The all is well. The idea is, my mind has to think that I have not sold it, I have pledged it. One day in the near future, I am going to get it back. 90% of them don't get it back. That's the Muthoot Finance. It is only a mental happiness for us that we don't sell, but we pledge. But actually, we have sold it. So again, all these are prayaschitta. Okay, your mind has to feel good about so many things in life. And we try to adjust those kind of things. And property, we don't even bother. We know that we buy a property, leave it for 25 years. The prime and the value of property will rise in the future. Who taught us? Again, nobody teaches us, we learn. But the same thing when we talk about mutual fund and gold, there has been no formal education at all. Today, NEP has started from 6th standard. I've been appointed as an advisor for government of Karnataka. I'm just waiting for some official confirmation on that. Where I'm involved in setting the curriculum. I've already sent the draft in Kannada. From 6th standard to 12th standard, they are going to learn financial markets. Good, no? At least, like I say, Gidavagi Bagadu Maravagi Bagita. So we are starting that from the plant at the lowest of the growing stage. We can start and try to make them to be so that they see everything in the same vein, not having biasism. That this is good, this is wrong, this is right, that is not right. We should get out of this biasism, prejudices of our investment. Okay. Now, when we talk about why are we scared of stock market or stocks and mutual funds and all, there is no, again, some of you may have dabbled. How do you buy a stock? No, I forget about KYC. After doing all those things, how do you buy a stock? Huh? Where do you find that growth of the? How do you tell me some parameters of growth of the company?
We do the fundamental analysis. We look at the.
Don't say we. You say I.
I look at
Oh, we means you will give profit to somebody else also. No. Then you say
I
I.
look at the ratios.
What ratio you will look at?
Debt, normal ratio like debt to equity.
How much debt? How much should it be? Debt to equity ratio.
Below 1. It should be below
Fantastic.
1.
Okay.
And then the CAGR should be more than 15% if it's a good company.
Talk about price point of view.
The compound annual growth rate of the company.
That's what you talk about. Price should have good 15% per annum.
And then the earning per share should be high, around, I would say around 5, 6 would be good. That would be good enough for a company.
What else?
Then it should not have a high PE. Like if you're buying a smaller stock, then it should not have a high PE ratio. That is, the price PE earning ratio should not be very high. So.
Anyway, because that's a different argument that we can do maybe some other time. We'll talk about PE and all. That myth of PE is all gone today. Nobody buys a stock with looking at PE. Yes, become a myth anyway. See, out of all the things he said, everything was correct. All of you know these are things have to be done? Not everybody. That means knowledgeable people only should come to stock market. Is that what is the way we understand? That means any investment should be universal, no? Why only a person who is knowledgeable should participate in stock market? That is wrong, no? Yes. What all he said is only one set of requirement that you need to look at. There are other parameters as well to be able to identify an investable stock, or at least differentiate between a good stock and not a good stock to make an investment. Correct? No? Now, why investing in a risky asset like stock market or mutual fund has become the need of the day? For that, I have to show you one interesting statistics which I am going to show you now. Okay, look at this data. And I'll explain what I want to explain to you. Look at the bank deposit rate that was prevailing 25, 26 years ago. What is it ruling currently?
6%.
About 5.5% because of the current economic upheavals we are witnessing across the globe. Interest rates have been going up because they want to contain inflation. The moment inflation eases, interest also will be brought down. So currently we are in the space of 5.5%. Can you tell me why interest rates have dropped from a high of 12-14% to 5% today? Why? Okay, anybody else? Are we happy with 5% bank FD rate? No? You want more. How much do you want? Because I am a friend of Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman. I'm going to tell madam that the Jain college students are very unhappy, even faculty are very unhappy that they don't want 5%. How much do you think it should be? Sir? Above? About 10%. Are you all okay with that? About 10%? Huh? But you are contradicting with your statement of, you are contradicting with your statement of lending rates. If you want FD rate more, others are okay, but you are contradicting what you said. Okay, I'll come back to that. Sir said, Prasanna sir said, more than 10%, madam said 10%. Let's make it 12%. So I will request the finance minister that everyone wants 12% as fixed deposit rates. So chalo, let's make it 12%. So madam says, okay, done. We have to listen to people, common people, and from tomorrow, the fixed deposit rate becomes 12%. Are you happy, madam? No, jasti beka. So if let us, it should not become like Basmasura, no? Not a Basmasura story, no? He went and asked Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, that whoever head I keep my hand, that person should become ashes. Vishnu avarappandeno beku anbittu tatastu andru. You have asked, no, take it. Now he went on keeping hand on people, and they went on. He went on keeping hand on people, and he went on dying. And one fine day, they went and asked Vishnu. Vishnu said, "Don't worry, I will handle it." He came in the form of Mohini and made him to dance that Rakshasa and put the head on it, and he dies. Atara, if you are asking for high interest rates on fixed deposit, it should not become Basmasura. That when FD becomes 12%, for example, at what rate can you get a home loan? At what rate can you get a car loan or a business loan? Right, no? Can we afford to pay 18% on bank on housing loan? Can I afford to pay 18% on car loan? Now I'll tell you where I come from. The house I live today in Bansangiri 3rd stage, I took 2.5 lakh rupees loan in 1998 to build that house, which I spent 5.5 lakh rupees. Don't ask me, baki 3 lakh rupees, what you did. Beg, borrow, steal. But for my salary those days, my yogyata was to get 2.5 lakh rupees loan only. You know what is the rate of interest I paid for that? 18.75%. My salary was 6,512 rupees then, and my EMI 4,226 rupees. 3/4 of my earning I was paying my EMI. Now come to look at that, today housing loan has become 7%, car loan has become 8%, business loan has become 8 to 9%. Now this calibratedly interest rates on fixed deposits have been brought down in the last 25-27 years. What has it resulted in? It has resulted in the economic growth, isn't it? Like my friend here, she said that more people will be motivated to take a loan to spend. No? If housing loan rate has become 7%, don't you think you are motivated to buy houses? When interest rate on a car loan becomes 8%, you are motivated to buy more cars. That's why in 1990s, India was not a third world country almost. Undeveloped country we were. So calibratedly, the rate of brought down. Today, we are at a nadir of 5% approximately. Now, a very intelligent question for you. What do you see 20 years from today? Deposit rates to be at? Correct, no? See people, your parents, who must be around 50 years today approximately, I am saying, they were not aware when they started to work 25 years ago approximately, that fixed deposit rates will fall from 12% to 5%. They are not even dreamt that interest will come to 5% when we become old. That's why I said, you are at an age today. Don't be surprised when you grow up in the future. When you get old, why did FD has come to 2%? that coming down of FD rate is in the growth of the economy. You know what is the biggest problem today? Even at 5% bank FD rate, even at 7% housing loan rate, my son and daughter-in-law wanted to buy a house. They want to own one house in Bangalore before they all went abroad. Okay. Now they liked one 2-bedroom house 3-4 months ago, and it was about 65-70 lakh rupees, I think. They liked it, and they said we'll take 50 lakh rupees loan. On a 50 lakh rupees loan at 7% rate of interest for 20 years, the EMI was coming at 38,500 rupees. How many people can earn 1 lakh rupee per month today? A 25 or 26-year-old person? Not possible, not many, no? Means to be able to pay an EMI of 40,000 rupees per month, how much should you earn? 3 times of it at least? That means even at 7% housing loan rate, it's still expensive. If you look at developed country, there are 2.99, 3.99%. Because the FD rate is below 1% there. At 5%, 5.5% FD, we are at luxury in India. Post office gives you 6.5%, 7% on an average. We are at a luxury space in India. But when you all become older, don't expect that luxuries to follow you. You are going to pay the biggest price of trying to find an answer to this question. Like Prasanna said, it could be, my guess is also same. It could be about 2.5%, 3% if it is there. You are lucky. Now, people who are following newspapers, business news and all, they are telling that India has now become a $3.5 trillion economy. India should become a 5 trillion economy in the next couple of years, become a 10 trillion economy by 2030, become 40 million trillion economy. This $1 trillion and all sounds to be a rocket science to many of us. We don't know what is 3 trillion, 4 to 5 trillion. Forget it. Has India grown or not grown? I don't know. How do you quantify this growth? How do you quantify this growth? GDP again becomes very, do my mother understand GDP? No, she doesn't understand GDP. I want to simplify, because I don't want people to think that stock market is a difficult place to understand. Let us simplify it. The number, again, complicated. We don't know what is per capita income. Let's simplify it again. I don't want the engineering student to think that per capita, I never learned per capita income, I never learned GDP. So again, like I said, stock market should not be relegated to people who are from commerce background. It should be for everybody. Again, common sense. Where do you see growth of India? The number of cars that are there on the road. The number of construction activity going on around us. Exactly, the development that we see around us itself is growth, no? You are not able to cross the road. Today I was late because I was not even able to find a parking space on this road. We will double once when I'm born and brought up in Baswangudi. Okay, this was double road actually. You can go like this, come like this on this. Even JS was a double road. Okay, so today, 25 years later, we can't even afford to cross a road properly. That itself is growth, people. Now, you know what is the interesting thing about growth? When the interest rate that you see here, that is, it was quoting at 12%, and the borrowing rates were 18%. To buy a car, if you book a car, it was taking 2 to 3 years waiting period. Not because of semiconductor issue, pa. Today are not getting because semiconductors are not available, no. Those days they were not able to manufacture cars. At 18%, who will borrow? Maruti was manufacturing 1 lakh car per year. That's why there was a dearth for delivery. I used to work for a car loan company between 1996 and 2000, Apple Credit Corporation Limited. I've sold cars at 21% annual interest rate. 21% car loan rate. And you know, one day, there was some client of us called Thullapanavar. He was from Raichur. To book a car, you had to come to Bangalore only. There was no other place to book a car in 97, 98. He came to our office. He was my friend Vinod's client. Sir, Sara, 3 ವರ್ಷ ಆತ್ರಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ Delivery, sorry, my EMI got closed this month. July 19, my EMI got closed this month. 3 years ago I booked. Delivery yava kurtirre. He has finished his loan payment 3 years, after taking loan 3 years before I booked a Maruti Omni and delivery still had not come. Can you imagine? Maruti Omni delivery period 3 years. Maruti 800 delivery 2 years. Bajaj Chetak scooter 18 months waiting period. Today you can buy a car and two-wheeler buying started on from medical shop. It has become so simple today. Today Maruti is selling 1.5 lakh car per month. I'll tell you two. You want to know stock markets? Financial literacy. What is financial? I'll tell you now. Last year, 21-22 financial year, Indian car industry sold passenger cars. 40 lakh cars were sold last year across all brands of cars, passenger cars. How many tires does a car have?
4.
Stephanie? So 40 lakh cars into 5 tires. How many tires were sold last year? 2 crore. Nodi, all accounts multiply madak barala. 40 lakhs into 5 tires is 2 crore tires were sold last year in India. Do you like MRF company? Do you know MRF company? Is it a good company? Per share price of MRF 90,000, 88,000. It is 90,000 rupees approximately per share. Are you surprised? My question is, who is responsible for this? Who is responsible? The answer is we. No? We are responsible. Who are we here? Consumers, exactly. Maruti, 2003, Maruti did an IPO. 125 rupees per share they sold in a public issue. Today it is 9,000 rupees per share. Who is responsible? We say stock market is risky. Trading, speculation, high risk, highly volatile, gambling. Nobody said wealth creation. Again, you are looking at wrong examples. Yes. Mumbai is such a, any place, when there's big city, there has to be a slum. Correct? Like that. When there are such a big market, how can you expect all 5,000 companies to be good companies? No promoter of a company starts a business thinking that I'm going to drown this company. Correct? No. No batsman want to go to on a cricket field and say, first ball I'll get out here. That's why I'm going to bat. Nobody thinks like that. No bowler goes to the first ball where I'm going to get a hit, 6 going to be hit on my ball. No, that bowler wants to take a wicket on the first ball. The batsman wants to hit a century when he's in the middle. Like that, every business owner wants to be successful, but due to certain things beyond their control, maybe you're over ambitious, maybe the calls you took were wrong, you fail. But don't keep that as an example to say that stock market is risky, stock market is bad. We are not able to appreciate. I'll tell you where we go wrong. Okay, let's say I will ask anyone. Okay, I'll ask Madam here. Madam, I will give you a good stock. Okay, recommend a good stock. I want you to buy. I want you to hold this stock for the next 20 years. Would you do that? See? But Madam will pay 25 insurance premium. Madam will stay 15 years in PPF. Madam will buy property for 25 years. Madam will invest in her child for 25 years, thinking something good will happen. But the moment I said 20 years in stock market, my immediate answer was not yes. She was thinking. After thinking, she was not confident I will own 20 years. See, you know why we don't become good investors in stock market? Because we don't have that 20 years of that investing mindset at all in our mind. That is why we don't become good investors, because we don't understand the stock market is something where you need to give time. You need to have patience. You need to have belief. Today, the companies I told you, MRF is a 50, 60-year-old company. Wipro is a 60, 70-year-old company. Infosys is a 27, 20, 35-year-old company it is, before it became an IPO. Why we get this kind of a Nelson sign for stock market? Again, it's all about finance. We don't have that education. We are not studied with statistics. Now, our young friend here talked about certain fundamental attributes of a stock. What is fundamental of a stock? You need to grow along with the company, isn't it? Now, what is growing along with the company? Let me take a simple example. In your houses, which rice cooker do you use? Even if you're using butterfly, you will still say prestige only. Correct? What gas do you use? That's how they use martira. You use Indian, HP, BP. See, stock market is in house only. Alluchstira daily alro. At least once you brush, no? At least once. What toothpaste do you use? Don't tell me Pepsodent or Colgate, or even Dabur, or even Promise. Dantamanjan, yavadadu? Patanjali, adi kalsari illa nimda. That also will come public issue, don't worry. You already bought Ruchi Soya. They will also do public issue, don't worry. For that company also will do a public issue very soon. So the chappal we use, Liberty or Bata, or even Red Tape, Mirza International. The soap we use, the washing soap we use. So there is, you just take a tour of your house and just look at all the items that including the parachute coconut oil you use, Marico Industries. What paint do we use to paint our houses? See, we say stock market risky and we use same company product. It's the hypocrisy. The Gillette shaving set we use, the gum we use, Fevi-stick, Fevi-col, Fevi-gum, whatever we use, the classmate pens you use, Sunfeast biscuit, your Ashirwad atta you use, the two-wheelers you use, TVS, Bajaj or Hero, the Honda vehicles you use, or I'm telling you, the Cerelac a baby is given to eat, Nestle, Kit Kat you use, the Maggi that you eat, Britannia biscuits that we eat. Talking about stock market is risky. You tell, I don't understand stock market, learn stock market, but don't put a paint on it saying that it is risky. Risky is something because your vision is a problem. That we don't understand stock market. Now, what is financial at the end of the day? Why do you want to learn financial market? Because you want to get benefit out of it, correct? No? I want to learn something, I want to benefit out of it. What is benefit of it? Yes, stock market will remain to be like this far. What are you going to do? Are you going to avoid it or are you going to learn managing it? See, COVID, we could not avoid it. We managed it. No? Vaccination is a management. Wearing a mask is a management. Using sanitizer is a management. We can't avoid it. For accidents, we can't avoid accident. People, we have to wear a helmet. We have to wear a seat belt. That is what is called management. So in stock market, you have to manage risk. No. What is risk in stock market? You don't know which stock to buy. Am I right? You means common people, 99% of the people in the world don't know which stock to buy. Right? Now, second question. Do you know what price to buy a stock? That also we don't know. I'm saying whether this price is right or wrong. We don't know. What price to sell do you know? That also we don't know. You buy a stock today morning at 9:30, 100 rupees, let's say is the stock price. At 3:30, the stock has gone up by 10 rupees. Can you sleep that night? Will it go up or come down? You become Shakespeare, to be or not to be. To sell or to retain. If it falls by 10 rupees, kidney failure. Again, we don't know whether to book loss or to average or to wait. So when stock market is volatile, coffee starts tasting like tea. Hengittu coffee, tea tumba chanagitte. Because your taste buds will be gone. Because we are not meant to accept losses. Let's be very honest about it. We are bad losers when it comes to investing. Bad losers we are. Because no gain is worth without a loss, people. Without a failure, no gain is worth. And we expect all our investment that we do should give us profit. Wrong. Even Warren Buffett had lost a lot of money. Even Rakesh Junjunwala has lost a lot of money. Just because researching may not lead to profits. Best research companies also have gone into dooms. It's part of the market, like all fingers are not straight or not even, like that. A 5,000 stock market, it has its own vagaries. There are its own challenges. So, how do you get this simple thing go to our mind? We are not, yes, see, if you are able to find time to research a company, identify a company that this stock is worth investing in and have the capability to identify such stock and grow along with the stock, then probably you are on the right path of becoming a successful stock market investor. But for all other common people who wants to participate in stock market but not sure how to manage the risk, we have to find a solution. How do you solve it now? Is MRF a good company? All of you? Yes, no? It is 90,000 rupees per share. After the session, how many of you will buy that stock? Raise your hands. Sir, nakke bidra. Yen joke ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇವನು ಅಂತ. Correct, no? Only bitpudi. Don't buy MRF. Is Maruti a good company? Madam, ಭಯ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಹೂ ಅಂಟಾರ ಅಂತ. If Maruti is a good company, it is 9,000 rupees per share. How many of you will buy after the session? 9,000. ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್? 10. 90,000 ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ 10 ಶೇರ್ಗೆ. See, again it becomes not universally, nobody can buy at expense. It's not expensive. I would say it is not afford. A BMW is not expensive. ನನಗೆ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. But no, BMW not expensive. I can't afford to buy. It is the correct answer. Like that, MRF is not expensive. I can't afford to buy is the right answer. Now, how do you solve this problem of why you want to buy good stocks, but I want to manage risk? So what will I do? Okay, 90,000 rupees per share. ಅರ್ಧ ಶೇರು ಕಾಲ್ ಶೇರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು. ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದೇ ಶೇರ್ ಟೈರೇ ಚೀಪ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. Buying a tire for the much cheaper than buying MRF company shares. Sir, if you look at Paytm IPO, 2,000 rupees per share, not cheap, no. And low price is not a good share also. 1 second. Madam, please don't tell all these things to people. They're already confused. You know, please don't do that, madam. Low price stocks are not a way for you. That's how we people are losing money in market. Just because prices are less doesn't mean the company is good. Do you think that buying a low price stock is less risky? No, that is the worst risk you can ever face. Okay, no. Don't do that. Sir, you had something to say. Again, you have to read, my friend. Stop watching Netflix series, start reading books. Okay?
Mutual funds.
Huh?
So we can go for mutual funds. Mutual funds.
Oh, Guru, that's the Banbudappa. This guy will Rakesh Junjunwala, future. This guy is really smart, I'm telling you. This guy is really smart. For his age, you're really smart, my friend. That is the only correct answer I got from everybody trying in the same daldal only. Nobody wanted to come out of that. He is the only who came out of it. Again, simple, common sense. Ide illa namage. See, low price shares are not see, what did Warren Buffett say? Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Correct, no? When I'm buying tomatoes, for example, okay, Ultogero tomato 10 rupees kg. Rotten tomato 10 rupees per kg, but a good round tomato 20 rupees. Which one will you buy now? Hey, 10 rupees hai togolappa ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. You guys should go and do ketchup out of it. You can't make chitran out of it. No, uppit ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವೇ? Correct? No. 10 rupees can make ketchup only. Just put ketchup on. You can't make belpuri or churmuri out of that particular tomato. So, if you're 20 rupees, you're paying price, you're getting value, no? Like that, when you pay 90,000, you're getting value out of it. When you pay 5 rupees for a stock, you're paying price but not getting value out of it. So, this is what learning, madam. But learning has to enhance over a period of time the price. Why, if you are buying a flat from a reputed builder, why are paying more? Paying for the brand. So like that, our understanding of market should come from the fact that price should not decide our buying decision. That's what people are making a mistake today. See, Jain college, Jain I was there for some time. I have one colleague called Pramod. I'll tell you where all we go wrong with our decisions or what we do in investing. You know, he knows that I'm part of stock market, so they keep taking some tips or the other from me. And one day he came and said, "Sir, I want also invest stocks, sir. So give me 5 stocks. No, I will buy." So I did some research out of my capacity to do research. I messaged him 5 stocks name. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. After 2 days, he came and told me, "Sir, out of 5 stocks you gave me, no, 1 stock I bought, sir. Other 4 I will buy." Guess which stock he bought? Exactly. Out of 5 stocks I gave, only 1 stock was 103 rupees per share. All others are 220, 340, 520, 720, 820 rupees I gave. Out of all 5, he bought the price of the stock that was quoting low. He thought that was the best stock to buy out of all. See? In fact, in the last 6 months, that 800 rupees wala has gone more. 100 rupees has gone on 5 rupees from there. Between June and now, 103 rupees stock has 5 rupees. So that 812 rupees stock has gone 1200 rupees. So now tell me, what is price, what is value? So, see again, no. You are understanding that buying a low price stock should be a right thing. This problem has to be solved, no. But given the fact, forget about your capability to buy MRF or not. Would you want to buy still? Then opportunity comes, can you still buy MRF? Everybody cannot be rich like Prasanna sir, no. To be able to buy 10 shares of, I'm just joking, sir. Okay, so again, stock should not become a relegated place. Only some people can buy, everybody cannot buy. Again, it's wrong. Correct? Like that. Now, what is the solution for this? Now, what I'll do is that I will start from here, or rather from here, I'll start collecting 500 rupees from each one of you. 500 rupees. In Budhvandra, ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಕೈ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಗೋ ಅಂತ 500 rupees, 500 rupees, 500 rupees. Will you give me or not give me? How many of you will not give me 500 rupees? ಎತ್ತು ಪರಲ್ಲ ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಎತ್ತು ಗುರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. Why will not give 500 rupees? ನೀನ್ ಯಾವ ದಾಸಯ್ಯ ಅಂತ. Correct, no? The same people who said no, they will sit in a bus without knowing who is the driver. They will believe in the driver, sleep at the back. They will go in an aeroplane without knowing the pilot's name, without looking at his background. You sit and give a life to him. ನಾನು ಬರೀ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀರಾ ಮುಂಡೆವ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ. See, where all we go wrong, no? The same bus, same train, same aeroplane, without knowing the driver who is taking us, we give our life to him and sleep at the back peacefully. ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು ಅಂತ. ನಾ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, you don't know who I am. Now, who am I here? I could be the driver. Who knows something or who can do something what you cannot do? So what I will do, I will meet 180 people and collect 500 rupees from each of you. How much money I got with me now? 90,000 rupees. Now can I buy MRF? No, I can buy MRF now. Now who does MRF belong to now? It belongs to an apartment now. Undivided interest. All of you are owners of that MRF shares now. Now 2 things can happen with MRF now. Price will rise or price will fall. Correct, no? Let's say all will end well, all is well, that ends well. Let's say MRF went up by 10%. How much is your profit? 50 bucks. Maths, sir. 500 rupees you invested, 10% went up. What is the profit you made? 50 bucks profit you made. Correct, no? Because you are sharing profit. Let us say the price fell by 10%. What's your loss? 50 rupees. Can you bear that loss or not? Can you bear 50 rupees loss? Now imagine you had bought MRF, full one share, paying 90,000 rupees. If it goes up, no problem. If it falls by 10%, kidney failure agbidutte. But the fall is same, no. Whether you put 500 rupees or 90,000 rupees, the losses are same, but the effect of loss is here bearable. You know what is another problem? You are feeling very happy when it falls because you are not the only person who lost. Because when you see more people losing along with you, you feel the joy. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ಕಳ್ಸೋರು ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಗೆ. Go check and come in the neighbor so if there is power or not. I will go and say, Amma, there no, Abba, thank God. उसका घर में भी लाइट नहीं है, हमारा घर लाइट नहीं है. टीवी ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಕೇಬಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. My mother go check whether cable is there or not. No cable there also. Thank God. Everybody else no cable. My house also no cable. We are very happy when more people are in trouble. Human tendency. So this concept was introduced in India in 1963. People talk about cryptocurrency. They are not under mutual fund. We 60-year-old. We want to understand cryptocurrency 10-year-old. Stock market 1875. We are not under stock market. We want to understand cryptocurrency. ಆಯ್ತು ಮುಂಡ ಮೋಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ದುಡ್ಡೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು. He will never come back in their lifetime. Over. Now, one stock is risky because you need to depend on only that company to do well. Now, can we do something else? Can we have more stocks? Now, madam will say, 500 only more I gave you. You want more money? No. I will say, madam, don't give me more money. Give 500 rupees only. Adhe kashtapattu kottidare. Don't give me more, but 500 rupees enough. I don't want more. What I will do, I will go out of this college and ask people outside. And I will collect my capacity. I have been sales guy for 25 years in the industry. I will collect 500 rupees from 1 lakh people now. How much money I got? Because all of them like MRF, no like you. I got 5 crore rupees with me. Now, what can I do? I can buy? Exactly, I can buy different companies now. What is idea of different companies? What happens if you have different companies? What is idea of diversification? The risk reduces. When you write an exam, how many pens do you carry? ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು 4 ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಗಂಡುಡು ಒಂದು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಲ್ಲ, ತರ್ತಾಳ್ ಬಿಡ ಅವಳು, ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕ. ಅನುರಾಧ would have brought 3 pen. Why I should get 1 pen also? ಏಯ್ ಅನುರಾಧ ಕೊಡೆ 1 ಪೆನ್, ಪಾಪ ಅವಳು ತೆಗಿತೋತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಪಾಪ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಡೀಸೆಂಟ್. ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸು, ಗಣೇಶನ್ ವಿಗ್ರಹ, ಸೆಂಟ್ ರಬ್ಬರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪಾಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹುಡುಗರು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನೆ. ನೀವು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ ತಾನೆ, ಸಾಕ್ಬಿಡು, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಓದ್ಬಿಡು. Why do you carry 3 pens with you? 3 hours exam ge 3 pen. Why 3 pens? Because if 1 pen gives you trouble, there is second. Second gives you trouble, there is third. Till today, in your life of exam writing, has all 3 pens given you trouble? Ashton parayadalla bidi neevugala. No. That means if all 3 pens should give it. Now tell me, if 50 companies are bought for your 500 rupees, do you think all 50 companies will fall simultaneously? In that case, when you buy a car, they should give you 4 stepneys. All tyre puncture agbitre agalla alva. Hagene, when you buy 50 stocks for 500 rupees, chances of all 50 falling are remote, no? Because the first stock will manage second stock risk. The first and second stock will manage third stock risk. 1, 2, 3 will manage fourth, like that. The 50 stocks are managing their own risk, coordinating with risk. From there, here, they're managing risk. Now, who is buying these 50 stocks? You know, an expert who is called as a fund manager. What is his job? Your job is to study, your father's job is to go to work, your mother's job is to do something else, but this person's job is only to do research. They are dedicated to do that job. Now, what is the person doing? He's doing exactly as what you said, EPS, CAGR, return on equity, capital employed, net profit, PE ratio. His job is that. Today, that mutual industry has grown to become a 40 lakh crore worth of investments are managed today. In 1963, it was 25 crores. Today it is 40 lakh crore worth of money is managed across 2 crore on portfolios. Are we doing well in terms of people participating? No. We are still far, far behind other countries. Other countries, 64% of people participate in mutual funds. 64%. Here we are not even 1.5% of the earning population participate in mutual funds. Again, this literacy helps. Mutual funds, sahi hai. Use advertisements, no? Because that reinforcement is extremely critical because more people should know. Now, what is sahi hai? Now, what is that I'm trying to say? Okay, 5 more minutes I'll complete. What is that we are trying to understand here? You want to participate something beyond fixed deposits because you know fixed deposits are not meant to beat inflation because fixed deposits were never there for you to create wealth. Fixed deposits are only to preserve wealth. After creating wealth, you can put money in fixed deposit. We are trying to create wealth to fixed deposit. That is the problem that we are trying to do. Now you need proof, Allah. Mutual funds have grown 25 crore to 40 lakh crore. And I'm talking about long-term investing. Don't look at your short-term performances or getting out. You need proof. What is that my 500 rupees doing with 50 stocks? I'm going to show you that proof now. Now, what is the proof we need? First, let me scare the people sitting here first. Madam, any of you, okay, the next 20 years, 25 years, you are planning to retire, which you maybe you have 25 years of time left with you to retire. That same example will be taken by them at a future date, but I think easier to take that examples with people who are working. If your expenses today without taking into account rent, EMI, children expenses, assuming a retired person, at 5% inflation, 25 years later, you will need 85,000 rupees per month. I've always showed you that. Now, sir predicted that interest rate can be 2.5% 20-25 years later. Correct, sir? Assuming that sir is right, interest rate when they all retire and become 60 years of their age, they are not going to work. That's the reality. I thought 60 years, you don't want to work on. Why you want to work 60 years, sir? Enough, yes, sir. No, but you are not in active earning mode anyway. But bandra malai. Okay, na? At 3, one figure, I'm going to show that figure. Just hold on for you. Will be, sir, if when sir becomes 60 years of age, or any of people here become 60 years of age, 20-25 from today, if the bank FD become 3% and they stop earning, you know how much money they need? They will need in their bank account 3.38 crores beku sir nimatra. Because 3.38 crores annual interest of 3% if you put in a bank, you will earn per month 85,000 rupees. That's what you want to know. The question comes, where do you get this money from? Now, let me show you one more shocking number. Okay? If the bank interest rate falls by just 1%, you said 2%, Allah, sir. If it just comes down to 2% next 25 years, you will need so much of money. Being illiterate is the best thing, I think, in general, looking at all these things. Now, this is the reality, people. And you are talking about even 35 years from today, for example, the money that you would. That's why starting early is the only solution. There's nothing else. And choosing the right asset class is another problem that we have to address. Now, to get this, can you depend on 5%, 4%, 3%, 2% rate of return? Yes, I'm not saying they are bad, but you should know what proportion that you should be exposing your money to. Because for anything we do to motivate, this is the motivation. This care is a motivation. This is called constructive fear. Tomorrow there is an exam. It's a constructive fear. ಓದಿಲ್ದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ destructive fear. If you are not studied and prepared, destructive fear. If you are studied, prepared, still you will have fear. That is called constructive fear. So this is about constructive fear, that you need anywhere between 4 crore to 4.5 crore. Is only for mom expenses. So we are not taken medical expenses, travel expenses, emergency, nothing. This money will be in a bank. They will give you interest month, and you have to eat without accounting for inflation beyond that. Where do you get this money from? What asset are you going to choose? Now, you need motivation now to meet this, alva. Now, what motivation you're talking about? See, here, you want to know what mutual funds are? Right? Now, see here, what would happen? Past performance is the best way to understand and predict about the future. Here, let's say, Nataraj sir started to invest in 1995 at 1,000 rupees per month. Now I'm telling, through this session, maybe people get motivated. Oh, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟದ ಇವನು ಯಾಕೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಮೇಡಮ್ 20-25 ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಫಂಡಲ್ಲಿ. Madam called somebody, some advisor, somebody, madam called and wanted to put some 1,000 rupees per month. How many years? 25. Madam got motivated. Madam, same Nataraj sir started 1995 and somebody started today. Let's say, example. 1 year completed. Out of 20-25 years, first year complete aitu. Madam asked, let's say madam asked me, anyone asked me, sir, 1 year completed, can you tell me what is my current valuation? Keltira kelba madam? Kelba kalva sir. Will ask or not ask? Now I will send this report to madam after 1 year. Same thing I sent to Nataraj sir after 1 year. It looked like this. What are you seeing? Are you okay? Chumbaram Dantabagnam. Madam, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? 20 years you have to keep it. First year, what will you do? Honest ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ, what will you do? You don't talk for others. ಏನು spokesperson ನೀವು? What will you do? Exit. Sir, what will you do? You wanted to buy MR 90,000 rupees. And you are saying you want to exit at the first hurdle. First, in Yelmangla, first toll ido. You have to still travel 1,000 kilometers. Madam, what do you do? I'll continue. I like it. I'll continue. I might alla, yes or no. Who antara? Who antano? No. You will continue. Ade exit. What will you do? Continue. That means there is a split between continue, not continue. Correct alva? People who didn't continue, very good. You did a fantastic decision actually. Correct. You did the right decision, did not continue. Now, some people said, I'll continue. You also continue, madam? Second year, they said, 1 more year I will see what happened. No, everything. Second year kalitu, madam asked me, can you send me report? I sent the report. ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷನೇ? I told you, no, get out of it then only. You didn't listen. I told you, stock market is waste. Loss. Zoom, you could have put in FD, insurance, you would have made money. Gold, you could have bought. Tumma, you would have made money. Now, what do you do? Second year, people who wanted to continue. My God, I like your confidence, madam. Sir, are you regretting that? Exited, no? No regrets. No regrets. Correct? Now, third year, still there is a loss. Okay? Fourth year, now look at fifth year. My God. ನೆಲಮಂಗಲ ಟೋಲಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೊಡೋದು. Now, Natras sir continued for till now. Into 336 months, what is today's valuation? That's why Jack Ma said, you know Jack Ma, no? Jack Ma said a beautiful statement about businesses. He says, today is difficult. Tomorrow is even more difficult. But day after tomorrow is beautiful. But most people die tomorrow evening. What a statement to make, no? Same thing is true with investments also. Today is difficult. Tomorrow is even more difficult. Day after tomorrow is beautiful. But most people withdraw tomorrow evening. Able to understand, I am the consumer who is going to brush my teeth every day morning. I'm going to say I'm going to drink coffee, buy milk, buy the same item that I'm buying today, yesterday, tomorrow. After I die, my children will continue. After them, they will continue. Stock market is relentless, people. I don't know. Kantara 2 will come, 3 will come, 4 will come. Success the success is what makes you to go behind that. Now you might ask, is it guaranteed? No, what guarantee you want? Again, I'm asking a question. The guarantee is that are you going to stop consuming? Then what guarantee you want, people? Don't ask a question to anyone from tomorrow that is my investment guaranteed? No, you don't need to ask that question at all because the answer is you. Because you are the consumer, I am the consumer. As long as we continue to consume, do you believe India will grow or not grow? That is why studying, no. Because you want to get a good, who will give you jobs, people? The same companies who want to produce or manufacture or create so many things want you to work for them. You are the future consumers. You are the future stock market. So why are you scared of stock market? Yes, buying the stock directly is fraught with all types of risks. But you are hedging your risk by putting just 500 rupees, 1000 rupees on a monthly basis, buying the stocks as researched by a researcher, by a professional fund manager. Let him do his job. No, you continue to put in money, your money in fixed deposits, recurrent deposit, gold, whatever, but don't miss adding this pickle in your. What is pickle? It enhances taste. Don't eat only pickle. What don't put all money in mutual fund. You're going to lose. Because why I showed you that 3 years of failure, because I want to understand that your journey is not going to be a path of roses. It's going to be a path of roses and thorns and roses and thorns over the years. So don't judge the performance of your investment in these tough times. My PhD has been in mutual funds only, people. I 6 years to prove a point that people who stayed invested minimum of 8 years in mutual funds, they have never lost money in mutual fund. That was after Jack C. Bogle, who did in US. I'm the only person in India who have done that particular thesis. Because I've solved the biggest question. What is the problem you have? How long I should stay where I don't lose, Alva? I'm telling you, stay for 8 years minimum, you will not lose money. 30 mutual fund schemes, 4th on 778 NAVs. From 1993 till 2019, I have used the data to arrive at that outcome. 8 years is your intersection. People put 3 years, 2 years, 4 years. Some people made money, some people lost money. Where everybody can say, I have not lost money at all, 8 years. So the idea of investing on the fact that you need to stay. If you look at comparison of 4 assets, 4 opportunities, this is what has happened in the 4 different asset classes in the same duration. Look at the. Had you put in recurring deposit, same number of months, you would have made 12.40 lakhs. Had you put in gold for the same period, you would have made 18.30 lakhs. Had you put in index fund, putting in Sensex from 1995 till now, you would have made 26 lakh rupees. Had you put mutual, you would have made 1.27 crore. Look at the difference, man. Time is your biggest friend when it comes. What is your literacy here? You should be scared of inflation and falling interest rates. And you should not see stock market as a villain. Yes, there is a problem that buying direct stocks can lead to losses. Some companies, loss means you can't recover that money. Like Kingfisher Airlines, you can never recover the money. B1 Housing, you can never recover them. Like there are so many examples, like S Bank, for example. Okay, from 300, 400 high to 16, 17 rupees today. It's an irreparable losses. You as an investor, you can still go through that kind of a massive losses. Some people can bear, some people may not be able to bear. Some people who lose will never come back to market at all. And they paint the town red by, oh, risky, 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 risky. Best way for you to manage risk is to, if you're not having that capacity to research, please, mutual funds. Rest of it is with the economy growth. Despite COVID, despite the subprime crises, despite Russia-Ukraine war, despite 9/11, despite Kargil war, despite oil touching $147 per barrel, 2008, despite elections, government going, despite Mumbai riot, Bofors case, you look at anything, what has happened in the past, still census has gone up from 100 to 62,000 in the last 42 years. Look at the NAV of mutual fund. In 28 years, the net asset value started at 10 rupees. See, started at around 10 rupees started. Today, the NAV is at. The idea is, did you stay to see the 10 to become 1,000 rupees? Is your patience, is your belief. Guarantees you. That's why subject to market risk means what? I don't know. Why should I give you guarantee? Who am I to give you guarantee, man? Will IT survive for the next 40 years? I don't know. It has served last 40 years. That is the only truth I know. So the belief is inside you. So when can you start investing? 500 rupees per month, you can start with your pocket money. Leave it, no, let it grow. Just don't look at the performance, look at the NAV, do nothing. Okay? Now, how do you pick a mutual fund scheme? It's pretty simple. They have created categories. Mutual funds are based on categories, okay? There are categories that are being made. All you have to understand is what category suits you as an investor. It's like pani puri, masala puri eating. If you won't place an order, the shop will ask you, Kara jasti beka? Kara medium beka? Kara? Correct, no? You want spicy, medium spicy or less spicy? And mutual fund, less spicy, spicy. Medium spicy. You pick, no? You have to decide, putting 5,000 rupees per month, split into 2 funds, for example. 10,000 split into 3 categories, for example. Putting 1,002, forget about it. Just put on large cap one, put on flexi cap one, enough. And fund managers are what? They come IIT, IIM, background, CFA, CA, Stanford, Harvard. They have studied there. Highly acclaimed people are fund managers. It's not easy to generate alpha. You saw the return, that fund, 19% annual return, man. Saw the difference, no? From 12.5 lakh rupees to 1.27 crores. Some ability somebody has got, no? To be able to generate a return. Highly qualified. Otherwise, they can't be hired by those kind of companies. So, get your act right. Unless you understand the veracity, understand the vagaries, don't judge something is right, something is wrong. You have to transform yourself. Like I said, from idli, vada, dosa, karavat, kesal, we have moved to pizza and pasta and pizza and burger. Why haven't we changed from FD, RD, gold to stock market and mutual funds? And what has government at 500 rupees in you? 5,000 rupees lump sum? Simple. I don't think it's going to burn a hole in your investment pocket. And don't take for short term. Just invest and forget. People start late. That's why they want money quickly. Somebody is offering you, I'm going to give you assured return, giving you 15% return. Don't go beyond all those things, people. If you are able to generate 10 to 12% return per annum, that's the best return you can ever get. Somebody giving 30% return, my money doubled in 3 months, money doubled 1 year. All those things are once in a lifetime. Some stocks can give you the return, but all stocks are not meant to give you 100% return. It should not give you also. Very unhealthy it is. A stock should grow organically year after year. which reflects the growth of the economy, reflects the growth of the company itself, something not abnormal. So keep in that normality, expect 10-12% return per annum is something. Don't go behind some apps, some crypto, something which you don't understand. There are people who are ready to put topi on you and take money from you. Don't blame anybody there. The blame will always be on you. Don't chase high returns. Chase something which is acceptable, where a loss also is bearable by you. NAV, you saw that NAV has fallen from, see here, the NAV fell, see, from 9 rupees, 2 years later it fell to 5 rupees. Your loss is 50%, correct? Na? Did you lose 100% money? But in stocks you could lose 100% money. Because of the 50 stock strength, you know, still it contained that risk beyond 50%. In 2008, 2009, the worst market, Indian market has seen, the net asset value fell from 220 rupees. Look at the net asset value at the peak of the market, 220 the net asset value. After 15 months, by 2009, NAV fell to 93 rupees. Imagine you started investing January 2008. 15 months later, you would have seen loss, no? But 7 months later, again it recovered back to, but you exited 93 only. No, because we did not believe that 9 became 5, 5 again became 9, no? From 9, within next 10 years it has become 200. It became 90, again it recovered back to 220. Over a period of time, you can see the journey there. 300, 228, 275, 248, 300, 400, 488. Again it fell. Again it recovered. See, look at the journey, no? The journey is what you should be tagging about. That's where your literacy of not knowing stock market is fine. But don't be in the journey of only learning it. You have to implement learning also, no? I know stock market. What money you made? Nothing. I'm not bought only. Partial researching only. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so use some time to learn something beyond classroom that is going to help you to be a better investor is one part of it. At least your mature levels will grow over a period of time. At least you can tell some statistic wise, some data. You can tell to people, you know. That's what makes you to be a different learner end of the day. Right? Thank you so much for your time. Any questions are there? Thank you so much. Yes, my friend. Sir.
India's population as well as India's market increased by a large percentage. So the stock market also increased by that much percentage.
Correct.
But now, what do we expect in the future? Because now slowly the population is reducing, the rate of population reducing.
Make more babies, that's all.
Can we expect the same growth in stock market, or will the growth rate be a bit lesser?
No. Stock market growth will not be as it was in the last 20-25 years. See, every market, you know, goes through a product life cycle. You know what is PLC? I'm sure sir and madam would have learnt in their studies. Called PLC, called product life. What is product life cycle? It starts with emerging stage, pioneering stage, growth stage, and maturity stage. Correct? Na? So today, American market, Europe market have peaked because they are all the developed countries. The stock market has given 6%, 7% on average. India was still giving 12, 13, 14, 15% return. So once India becomes a mature market, you got more suppliers, you got more manufacturers, there's a lot of competition, a lot of changes in the geopolitical situation, availability of commodities, raw material, all that will change over a period of time. Loyalties will change. Okay, people may not stick to the same brand for a long time. Earlier days we were sticking to the brand for a long time. Today we don't stick to the same brand for a long time. So these challenges companies have to bear. So the bearing of that increases their cost of acquiring customer today. So acquiring customer was costing them less. Today acquiring customer is costing them a lot of money, which is getting priced into their end product. So these things will lead to evening out of the returns. So what you saw returns in the past years may not be able to see in the future years. That's why that 19% of returns, I expect on a personal level to be around 10-12% is what is the mutual return can be expected in the future. Okay, I'm not saying that you are going to get 15-18% is ruled out. This play too will happen, whether you like it or not. Yes, population will be a problem. See, my mother's father had 10 children. And my father's father had 14 children. My grandfather had 3 children. I got only one son. It is all decision based today because education or cost of children has become expensive. My son's name even today mobile is Benz 94. Benz must be 94. ಅದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅದು. Very expensive to maintain, man. That's what my son's calling name is called Benz 94 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಕ್ಕಳದು. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ನೀವು ರಿವೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರು ತಗೊಂಡು ನಿಂಗೆ ಅವಳಿ ಜೋಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ತರಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸಾಕು. ಸತ್ತ ಅಪ್ಪ ಇಬ್ರು ಅಂತ. I'm saying having the luxury of the earlier life is changed today. Yes, over a period of time we are going to see that dip in pop. It's quite natural. But again, no, that S formation, U formation is part of life. So every company, there is adaptability, capability with companies today. See why India had become a go-for country population. If you stand on the top of India and look at people for a manufacturer or a promoter, wow, 140, now, 140 crore, hey, wow, now, 140, hey, Toyota Kirloskar will say, wow, 140 popular, I can sell anything, man, for these people, they will buy. Restaurant, sell anything, they will buy. So, this is what had been the hallmark of Indian growth when today India has got some $550 billion of foreign reserves, correct, Nopa? Where is this foreign coming from? Investors who put money in Indian market. Correct, no? Now, as long as the Indian market continues to grow with the population growth, it will do well. But one time, maybe 10-15 years from there, that will play too. That you have to go through those kind of phases. That's why I'm telling, returns will drop significantly. But it still will be higher than your bank deposit. You have to compare bank deposit as your benchmark. If your FD becomes 2 to 3 20 years from today, stock market will be 6 to 8% 20 years from today. But still, between 2% and 6 to 8%, still making a lot of money, Inflation also will play too. It will come to 3% in the future. 4% will come in the future. But stock market still can give 6 to 8% return. That growth has to be reflected somewhere, no? So don't expect high return in the future. Maybe your investment amount also increases. Your income also will increase. See, when I started my work in 1987, I started 350 rupees was my salary per month. I used to go by cycle. My son, when he started to work in 2016, formal, 35,000 he was getting starting salary. So, imagine, 1987 to 2016, look at the change in the income level. So that means your affordability to invest has increased, no? So that increase in affordability should also lead you to invest more, na? That is why looking at goals, what am I investing for? What is the money that I need? That if you plan today and then start contributing towards that, that is where your success in invest. Don't look at returns, what it will give. The more research you do, the less investor you become, my friend. Actually, that's why kitchens are called as mess. Adige manego adige madadu nodabaradu. That's why you don't get into kitchen. Amma ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರದು. ಹಾಗೆ you should don't look at stock market, what I'm stock, don't look at what a stock market. Look at outside, mutual fund giving net. Don't look at how they are managing, why they are doing. Eat, drink, maza. Don't look at which tree mango came, how high was the mango. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿಯೋದು ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ. ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಾಸ. ಕತ್ರಿನ ಕಫು ನೀನು ಕುಡ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Any other questions, people? Thank you so much for your time and patience. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words.
We now request the heads of the Department of Commerce, Prasanna Kumar sir and Anupama ma'am, to present the token of gratitude to our speaker.
Thank you, teachers. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Chendra Joychan sir, in absentia, our respected Principal, Dr. S.N. Nataraj sir, in absentia, for their perpetual encouragement.
We would also like to thank the heads of the Department of Commerce, Prasanna Kumar sir, Anupama ma'am and all the teachers for their relentless guidance and support throughout the course of this program.
We also extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Balaji Rao DG for gracing this program with his presence and impactful words.
Further, we would like to express our appreciation to all the students for their active and mindful listening.
Thank you.